Hey, welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. Got a really fun event to share with you. I have Chris O'Neill, Vice President of All Resort Group, and Alyssa Ayton with PCEF board member and a Running with Ed fundraising chair member as well. Running with Ed, that's what we're talking about this morning. And welcome to the show, both
Thanks.
of you.
Good morning.
I'm so pleased to have you. Yeah, good morning.
Thanks for inviting us.
It's kind of bright literally in here, brighter in here than it is out there, but we're very pleased to have you both here because Running with Ed is such a, I think, an inspired race that you have going on because it really is assisting such an important component to our community education. Tell me more about it.
Well, I think it's the backbone of a community is the public education system. And, you know, Running with Ed, this is our 4th year. And every year we've raised more money for the schools. And this year we have an even bigger goal.
Wow, that's very exciting. So between the two of you, Alyssa, let's start with you. You have 2 kids going to Trailside, so you can have a personal connection to what's happening here and the money that's going back to our schools. But first off, why is it so important to give money to this cause to help the teams fundraise?
Well, like I said, it's the backbone of a community, education. I think most of us are either a product of public education, we have students in the public education system, and pretty much everyone is touched by the public education system at some point. And PCEF just does a fabulous job of how they get the money back into the schools by really listening to the teachers and the principals as to where the funds are needed. So
tell me how this works. Each team has the opportunity to fundraise.
Yes.
Fundraise. What are the resources they have to do that? How do you guys assist the teams in generating this money? How does it work?
We make it easy and we make it fun. We actually have set up everybody's team fundraising page ahead of time with some text that's already on there. They can go in and they receive a username and password, and they go in and they can change their fundraiser image to a picture of their team or some students or their team from last year in their crazy costume. They can also change their fundraiser text. You know, we put in a cute poem for our team this year just to really personalize their team page. And then it's a simple, it's through Greater Giving, and it's a real easy way. They can post their little widget to Facebook. They can send emails out to friends and family. So we really make it easy for the teams to do that. They all have that information. It all went out this week. And any new teams that register will get that information as well.
All right.
And then
go on.
I was going to say the fun side is we have great thank you prizes for everyone.
Oh, awesome. This is so exciting. And along with the money that you guys are looking forward to raising this year, you mentioned you have even a higher goal, but over the last, or I guess the first 2 years of the race, about $10,000 was raised through team fundraising.
Yes.
Well, what's your goal this year?
So the first 2 years, the teams together raised about $10,000 each year. And I was part of that each year. And then last year, I came on board as a fundraising chair. We didn't really have anyone in that position before. You know, it was a new race, so there were other aspects of the race that needed to really be solidified. And so last year, our goal was $25,000, and the teams came together and raised $42,000. So it was more than 4 times what we'd raised either of the previous years.
That is impressive.
It was really fabulous.
Alyssa,
you know, we
that's
couldn't do it without
wonderful.
all the teams, but it was great.
Oh.
And of those, we had about 40 teams that participated in the fundraising out of around 120 teams, I think, that ran. And some of those teams actually raised huge numbers on their own. This year, our goal is $55,000. So we've gone up a little bit, but we can do it.
You can.
Yeah. I mean, if even just 100 teams each raise $500, that's $50,000
And if you divvy
right
it
there.
up between the individual people on that team, it ends up not even being that much.
No,
so
it's
that's
5
a great
members on a
goal.
team, each raising $100, which is asking 4 friends for $25. So it's
very good.
Very
Well, there's
easy.
some really fun stuff you have involved when it comes to whoever raises the most money. And we have All Resort Group, who is a sponsor for the race. You guys, why did you decide to get involved with Running with Ed?
Well, it's a charity that's so important to our community. It's a fun event. I've actually taken place as a member of a team for the past several years, and I really enjoyed the event and seeing all of our friends at each of the relay stations, and it's something that's close to my heart and so important to the community. So we wanted to motivate teams in their fundraising efforts, and as part of that, we are donating our stretch excursion to drive the winning team around the relay race.
Nice.
Yeah, so they'll be riding in style. And
Can they decorate it with their team?
Yeah, within reason.
Is that allowed as long as it
No
rubs
spray
off?
paint.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, a little disclaimer on that, but yeah, sure. So we're excited to be part of something and give back to the community. You know, the All Resort Group employs lots of people here in the Park City area and Summit County. So lots of the children of those people that work for the company are in the public school system, so it's an important charity for the All Resort Group.
Excellent. And I also have here, so the All Resort Group, they've donated 15 airport transfers as a fundraising prize for a team fundraising at least $1,500.
That's right. Yeah, it's springtime and people are traveling, right? Everybody in
Yes.
Park City is off to see their friends or has friends coming to see them. So a great opportunity to give back to those people that are fundraising for such an important event.
Excellent. And you said you have raced
I have.
previously.
Yeah.
What did you dress up as?
I'm not really a costume guy. I'm more of a participant than a
Or is this too
racer.
embarrassing to share? Is that one of those things?
Yeah, that might be it.
I didn't dress up.
Yeah,
Don't worry
last
about
year
it.
we were called the Jolly Joggers.
Oh.
And we had a good time, and
good.
it's such a fun event. We
Were
really
you like
enjoyed
clowns or something, or you just like the
No
name?
clowns.
You're like, no, we're good with
Yeah, just
being
joggers.
joggers. Very cool.
Yep.
And have you?
This will be my 4th year.
Yes.
I've raced every year.
Excellent. What have you
So-
dressed up previously for?
You know, I'm not great at the costumes either. I guess Halloween was never, my.
You know, I'm kind of in the same boat as you.
But we did last year. We were called Soul Patrol, and we got tie-dye T-shirts and wore some headbands, and
Nice.
it was fun. You know,
Very
it is fun. It
cool.
makes you feel like a solidified team to all have something.
Well, my
that
thought is,
matches.
some of these people,
So-
I mean, there's some ladies dressed up in like wedding dresses.
Yes, and they ran
there
in
was
them.
one guy.
That was a couple years ago. That was, and they had a limo that year, but they had to pay for it. So this is a big deal.
I see the logic in not dressing up in
Yeah.
some big costume because the wind resistance. You want to
Yeah,
go
and
faster, so yeah, maybe that's why.
There are some great costumes, and going back to the winning team. Last year we initiated this. So we have a first place, second place, third place team, and the first place team has VIP status all race day. And so last year that involved just their own parking space at each of the transitions at each of the different schools. But this All Resorts Group has upped it this year by providing the limo for that, so they don't even have to drive themselves, and they'll have still their special parking. And when they get to the finish line party, they're going to have a special seating area with couches to lounge in and table service. So the VIP team, the first race fundraising team, really gets treated well that day.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
All resort. You guys
Yeah.
are amazing. They're going to last you
We're so
forever
excited to be a
after
part of
that
it.
long run.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, and it's a stretch excursion, so it has plenty of room for maybe the team members could invite their families to ride with them in the limo from one leg to the next, and
Right.
might be neat for kids to come along and ride with their parents.
Are they
So
allowed
they're-
to bribe other teams to fundraise for them? Then they'll let them in their limo?
I think absolutely, yeah.
That's a
rules to
really good question.
crazy.
We do have a couple of rules, but they're pretty loose because the most important thing is for everybody to raise the money. All our team prizes are team member friendly for 5 members. That's kind of an exception. So if there were 2 teams that were raising together, they kind of could
They could all fit
hang
in
out
the
together
I like
as
it.
long
I
as they're
like
running
it.
about the same pace.
No boundaries with this.
Right.
Just raise money for
Yeah.
education.
Yeah.
You guys, you're good with anything.
So-
Absolutely.
In our
Very
first
good.
3 teams always get admittance the following year. The first couple years, we actually gave back their entry fee, but we realized that giving them the free admittance the following year actually encourages them to come back and raise money again for us. So the top 3 teams all get to run in 2014 free, and they get additional T-shirts that are long sleeve and special to show they went above and beyond.
Oh, that's so great. Such a wonderful cause. I think we've outcovered it. Let's go over the dates and times and kind of the course route. Where are we going?
Okay. Dates and times. May 18th starts early in the morning, and we go from New Park Fieldhouse through all the different schools as a transition area. We stop at all the schools. There's a couple other stops as well, and then back to the New Park Fieldhouse for the finish line party, where we'll have our awards ceremony. We have a few other things too. We have beanies for any team that raises $1,000, free bread, dough for their dough.
Clever.
And teams that raise that $1,000 by the May 5th deadline also get to choose their start time, which means that they could be back to the finish line party a little earlier.
Oh,
Or sleep in.
a lot of
Or sleep
that's
in.
what I would go for, quite honestly.
So
Wonderful.
yeah. And it's
Well-
not too late to register.
Good.
So.
And so, because I know there was an initial deadline to register, but the price to register has gone up slightly since
gone up a little
because
bit.
they want you to get on this, guys. Come
Yes.
on, register. Where do we go to
Yes.
do that?
www.runningwithed.com.
Perfect.
And
what's
there's
the
a registration tab.
Excellent. And
Yep.
what's the website for All Resort?
It's allresortexpress.com.
Excellent. Well, anything else to add? I think we pretty much covered all of it.
I think there'll be a fight for the first place.
I think
You know,
so.
last year they were
I
up
wanna ride
right
in that
until
limo.
midnight.
Come
so-
on over. Go raise some money
Yeah.
Can we
and
bribe
you can
you?
jump in. Absolutely.
Okay. Chris is taking bribes, so show up and anything, money, candy, trips, whatever.
Yep, all of the
Okay.
above.
So-
Cool. Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much, both
Thank
of
you,
you
Chelsea.
guys. Good luck with the race, running with that. Such a fantastic cause here in Park City. We're excited to hear I'm excited to hear what the winning team is wearing. Quite frankly.
We'll make
That's
sure
my
to have
favorite
pictures for
part.
you.
We will have some of those. Excellent. Thank you
Great.
so
Thank
much,
you very
Alyssa and
much.
Chris. Be sure to check out their website and register, and we will be right back here with more on the Mountain Morning Show. We are going to be talking about the Canyons Bike Park. We had this amazing package we created and put together for you last year, and to get you excited for bike season, we wanted to share this with you. We'll be right back.